Hi, I'm Sam Schaefer, owner of TiTANIUM Archery Products. I'm talking to you here right now about the all-new titanium draw stops for PSE bows. I'll give you the specs, give you a little bit of a rundown on the product, why it's better than the factory version, and tell you a little bit about install, which is really pretty simple. So first of all, specs. They're grade 5 titanium alloy, 100%. We also include 2 screws made from grade 5 titanium alloy. So if you buy one set, you're getting 2 stops and 2 screws. We have 2 styles of draw stops. We have the E2, S2, M2 cam style, and we also have the Evolve cam style. EC, EC2, SE, SE2. This covers essentially all the bows that are out there in terms of PSE's models between these 2 styles of draw stops. Take a look at the site, taparchery.com. You'll see under its own category are draw stops, and under PSE accessories, we also have the draw stops listed there. Pretty easy to find. So what is it about this though that really makes it better than the factory part? It's not just the grade 5 titanium. Now you of course get much better durability. You're getting far stronger product here than the factory soft aluminum that they used in theirs. But that's really not the main benefit. That's just a secondary benefit, if you want to call it that. The biggest thing is the design changes. So I designed the face, what I call the strike face of the stop, to be wider so that you can get better engagement with your cables. So when they come to rest against those cables, you're getting it more squarely in the face of the part. You're also getting a more tangible feel because of the fact that we've eliminated the rubber bumper piece that is really not necessary. So to get a consistent, like I said, a tangible feel to your anchor and your back wall, you really want to have a flat face like this that has metal to cable contact. Or I'll give you another way you can run these. Now I'll talk about that in a bit. You can also use something very thin over the face to help slightly deaden things in terms of any noise it might make, which is pretty small as it is. But I do that on mine, and I'll tell you about that in a bit. But that's really the biggest area. It's how the face contacts the cables. So a tiny part like this, you might think, really? I mean, he seems like he's making a big deal about something that might be not that consequential. But it really is when it comes down to how the bow functions. These little things in archery often stack up to amount to big changes in how the bow performs. And that's very true with these. So don't underestimate what a small part like this can actually do for your shooting. It makes a world of difference. So what I was saying here about the face of them, what I've done, and some people, I think other people may have done this too, I don't know what material they've used, but you might be able to see here that there's like a camo pattern on the end of that. So that's actually stealth tape. And I cut real small pieces, little square pieces essentially. Maybe they're a little bit more rectangular, I guess. But I cut these little pieces of stealth tape off, and I use tweezers and I pulled it off, and I apply it and press it down real hard to the face. So if you do want to get the smallest amount of additional, I guess you could say, deadening to the cable contact noise, this does serve well to accomplish that, and you still get that really solid feel of the cables against the metal. You still do feel that. So for me, this is what works well. And I'll show you again. So here's some stealth tape in its large, full form. I just cut little pieces off and I apply it to my stops. So as far as install goes, I mean, that really is a no-brainer. It's just a single screw. What is, I think, important to note is you use a good tool. So I have here a screwdriver where you can, put in different types of bits, and I have the Torx bit that you need for these screws. So we designed the screws to be very similar to the factory screws, other than the fact that ours are titanium. They function the same way. So we have a couple other things I guess would be worth noting about the draw stops. And people who ask me questions about this, they'll say, does it change draw length? No change in draw length compared to the factory. The other thing is, what about the let-off percentages? Well, whatever your current cam module gives you, this is going to give you those same let-off percentages. So this does not alter if you have a high let-off mod, if you have a low let-off mod, you're still getting the same three options. You can see that right here. I'll show you. So you can see there's the same three slots for putting your screw into. In this case, it would be the 90, 85, and 80. So, you know, on my Omen. So I think that kind of essentially wraps up and covers, and you know, it's a very simple product to talk about. But as I said, don't underestimate it. It's not simple in terms of what it actually accomplishes. Every product we put out has to have functional superiority in some form or fashion, and this is no exception to that rule. These are clearly a superior product, a true upgrade. Hands down, a true upgrade to the factory version. So check it out today if you can, taparchery.com. I really appreciate all the support, all the help, all the input, all the just, you know, day-to-day encouragement even that I get for these products and for everything I've been doing over these 7 years now. Can you believe that? It's been 7 years. So take care, everybody. Again, thank you. Stay tapped out. Get yourself some titanium draw stops for your bow. You will appreciate it.